Hey, this is technology expert Reginald Andre, and I hope everyone is okay, that you can hear me all right. Um, right now, we're going to be talking about a video about, unfortunately, scammers and hackers are now taking advantage and using technology to take advantage of us with these COVID-19 scams. So I'm going to give you a few more seconds to log in, and, um, and then we're going to get started. Hey, Tanya, thanks for joining. All right, so we're going to get started. So right now, a lot of people unfortunately are laid off, they're furloughed. People are waiting for their stimulus check. The government for most people they're getting $1,200, $500 per kid. So also businesses they've applied for the PPP loan, EIDL, other loans with their banks. So there's a lot of money moving in right now, and unfortunately, businesses and people are getting scammed. The Federal Trade Commission, which is the FTC, says that they have already logged about 80,000 fraud complaints. And so far, they've estimated about $100 million of US citizens that have lost money to scam. And I mean, I would think, there should just be like the scammers should be right now be saying, you know what, this is a tough time. We're not gonna go after anybody. We're gonna give them a break. The economy, everything like that's going on. But no, there's so much money moving around right now, and we have actually seen an increase of different things happening. So in my video today, I want to talk about the top scams that's happening right now. So that way you can share this with your employees, share this with your staff. That way, your business and personally, you're not going to be frauded by these scammers. So the first thing that we've been seeing is employment scams. So employees are furloughed, they've been laid off, they're looking for work, they're going online and they're applying. Well, the bad guys are taking advantage of this because since there is no one-to-one, job interview that's needed physically, they're now doing teleconference job interviews. And they're going to make it like, hey, we have this work from home right now. We have this work from home position. We saw your resume. This is a good opportunity for you. Go ahead and apply. So the person applies, and then they do a teleconference interview. Then they say, okay, you've passed that round. Next step is for you to do a background check. Give us your information, your social. Background check happens. And then guess what? You got the job. Awesome. That's great. So then they say, okay, fill out this application, give us your driver license information, your social, your address, everything we need because you're going to get direct deposited and so forth like that. So the person who's been laid off, they're probably financially hurting right now and they're just happy and not thinking of it. They provide all this information. And then what happens? Bam, you just got scammed. You just gave the bad guy all of your information, your driver license, your social, everything that they need now to have identity theft. And that's actually one of the biggest scams happening right now is employment scams where people are taking advantage of people that do not have work right now and they're just getting this information from them. So definitely that's going to be like the number one thing is to look out for that. The next thing is text message scams. So the bad guys have the database of hundreds of millions of phone numbers. And what they're now doing is they're sending text messages to you. And what happens is you get it on your phone, you see a text message, you haven't received your check, maybe you applied for a loan somewhere, maybe you're waiting for a grant somewhere, and you think that's it. And you click on it, and it takes you to a website, and it's asking some information for you. Well, there's a big difference when you go on a website on your phone and when you go on a website on the computer. And this is why they're texting you because the bad guys know this. The security that you have on your computer, the firewalls you may have at your work site, the browser that you may have, that your IT company may even have special software on the computers, 9 times out of 10, it's not the same on your cell phone. So what's happening is you're going to click on the text message. It's going to take you to a website. And just like how you have phishing emails, this is basically phishing text messages, but the browsers on your cell phone don't have the same technology to realize that the website you're going onto is a fraud. And then from there, what's going to happen is you're going to, again, think that this is a legit website from the IRS, from the Treasury, from the SBA loans, etc. And you're going to type in your information. And this is what's happening. People are putting in their information, everything from their username, their passwords, they're putting in their socials, their date of birth. IRS also has a website where you can see the status of your stimulus check. So there are scammers out there that's sending out, check the status of your stimulus check. And then someone gets a text message, they click on it, it goes to a website, you put in the routing number information, and again, bad guys has your information. So that's the second way that hackers are using technology and unfortunately using the COVID-19 crisis to take advantage of. So the next thing is donations. And this, again, is just so unfortunate that you have people, bad guys, that are using a epidemic to take advantage of taking advantage of this. And what they're doing is they're saying, hey, donate here to this charity that's going to buy meals for hospital staff, or buy masks to provide to first responders, or whatever they're making up. And everything looks legit. It looks like a legit Facebook page. It looks like a legit website. But unfortunately, according to the Florida Trade Commission, it's not legit. And you're donating money and you think you're buying first responders masks and ventilators and whatever the case is, and it's not happening. And so what you want to do to be careful for that is that FTC actually does have a link where you can see if there is, if the charity that you're going to donate to is actually exempt and they actually are registered with them. So just definitely you want to be careful, with millions of people out of work and businesses, you guys are expecting, the grants and the PPP loans, et cetera, like that. You just definitely want to be careful. So I just wanted to do this quick video to just talk about the three main ways scammers are using technology for COVID-19. If you have work from home employees and they are not set up properly with certain firewalls and software on their computers, definitely reach out to us, because think about it, you now have your office that's empty, and IT company or whoever may have put and built a fortress around it to protect it. But now all your employees are working from home, and they're using residential routers from Comcast and AT&T that does not have the same security that your office has. So you definitely want to consider protecting your employees' home from these hackers, because they're out there and they're just taking advantage of us right now. Thank you.